Welcome to my channel and welcome to the video where I will talk about my January plans. But honestly, maybe they will be January and February, because when I look at this pile of books which I had prepared, I realized that I won't be able to do even half of these plans. But I love to have big choice, so let's have a look at my book selection. First, I have Symphony of Cute Animals, book where I try to color frequently. And for January, I decided to color not the spread like I did in December, but one side page. It's still very lovely. I absolutely love these flowers, and I want to color squirrels. I hope that it won't be very complicated. I only need to decide which color I want to use for background. I know that it will be dark with gradient from lighter color, dark, and then to dark color to the sides and to the corners, but I don't know to use cold colors like gradient from light to dark blue, or to use warm colors, gradient from yellow into brown. I need to decide. Next, I want to color in Fairy Celebration, picture which I didn't color in December, but that's okay, because it's not exactly Christmassy. I simply feel that here we have nice holidays, winter time with Mama, so it will be also quite good for January. At least we don't have Christmas tree here, because in the end of December I felt like if I color another Christmas tree, it will be the end of me. So here we have a lot of nice details. I always love to color all cookies and other yummy things which we have on Clara Markova pictures. It's crazy detailed, but I love such things. I love her flowers, berries. I just again need to decide which color to use for the walls, because a year ago I did a little bit similar page, and there I used my favorite color combo for the walls. Now I need to find something else. Where is it? This one. So now I need to be careful and not to repeat this one. I want this one to be different. So after I decide which color to use for the background and for the floor and carpet, I will be ready to start this one. Next, I really want to color Hannah Carson, because I already mentioned that it's a shame that I like her books, but I don't color in them frequently or at all. And as my probable project, I selected this beautiful owl. I love owls, and this one looks especially fashionable and magical. I hope that it won't be very complicated. Again, here my question to myself is what to use for the background, Neocolor crayons or watercolors. In December I planned to start Nice Little Town 4th part, but unfortunately I only had time for part number 3, so this beauty is still untouched. Fortunately, there are pictures which are not completely related to Christmas. They are simply about winter fun, and I think about one of two. This one is first, because I always love how Tatiana Bogema depicts all those tiny cute shops, especially shops with various sweets or baked goods, cafe, and that's number one. And number 2 is similar, again because I want to color sweets. And look at this adorable bag which has such nice boots and even mittens. Very cute idea. So this one is also very positive, really lovely. I hope that I will be able to do it. I promised myself that from January I will start to do my monthly marathon of zodiac signs in book by Anna Marcinska. For January I need to color what? Capricorn, I think. Let me check. Yes, it have to be Capricorn. Among several pictures for Capricorn, I wasn't sure what to decide, to select this one or this one. And somehow I decided that this one is more interesting. Maybe because I love his profile here, really interesting. Maybe because I love these flowers. Well, anyway, this one probably, I hope, will be my start in this beautiful book. I also want to use a lot of mythographic books in January, starting from Cosmic Spirit, which I hadn't started yet. And my first choice is this Hermit. It's winter page, so probably that's why it was my first choice. And I also love pictures where I can do strong contrast with several sources of light and relatively dark background. I would love to do it in more restricted, limited color palette. So I think that I know which color I want for the background, for Hermit. I just don't know how colorful I want to do those lanterns. They have such nice stained glass walls here, so maybe at least couple of colors here I will use, and it will be a good beginning for the book. Next I have this Wild Winter. Here I would love to use this to color this page with bunny or rabbit, again because I imagine dark background and several sources of lights. Actually maybe even too many sources, but still it could be quite lovely. And a rabbit isn't that big, so I won't be very afraid to color it. It also will be my first page in Winter Wonderland, and if I don't start it in January or February, it risks to sit on the shelf until the next winter season. So I really need to look at this book and to start doing something here. Aviary is also untouched, and as my planet project here, I have this page with penguins. Absolutely adorable. I love every detail here, how round, fat, well fed are those penguins, and how many yummy things we have here, starting from berries, cookies, waffles, then chocolate and ice cream here. It won't be easy to color because I am not sure that I don't know how to color ice cream or those chocolate bars, but also it will be very interesting. Page by itself is really beautiful. I really think that Aviary is one of the best books in the series, not as messy, complicated, challenging as other books by Bank. So if you want to start to color books by Bank, maybe Aviary would be the best choice. And finally, I have two books which I prepared, but I think that they will be my February plans. I already decided that I will do pictures here, but I definitely won't have enough time for them, so they will wait. In Waltz Within Waltz, I need to start spread. Where is my bookmark? Here we have two deers and two castles, and I have idea here to make it like a battle between winter and spring. So I can start it in February and to continue in March. I think that the left one will be winter, so if I can do it in January or February, it will be perfect. I think that it will be more interesting rather than coloring them in the same color with the same background and only castles are different. That's definitely not for me to color them in similar colors and with similar background. So I will try to add some story behind battle between winter and spring. And another one which I want to do because I really want to start Gugeli, it's interesting book with quite unique paper. I don't think that I know how to work on this paper, so it was frightening because of the artist style. Actually, there are several styles from the artist and they are totally different, like a couple of persons created it, and also because of the paper. But maybe it's time to start it. Picture which I selected, maybe it's more suitable for February, because actually in this book we have many couples and it's subject which I usually color in February, trying to do love couples from different books, different artists. It's really very interesting. So I have this in mind. If I do it in January, great. If I don't have time for it, then it will move into February. I hope that it's not very complicated, especially comparing to other pictures here. This craziness. But I hope that it will give me a feeling of paper and which art supplies I can use here, and also if I can color those pictures, because they are already beautiful in black and white, and definitely I won't be masking black lines here, it's impossible, but maybe at least for the background I will be able to do something creative. So that's my selection of books for January. Most of all, I am glad that I will try to start new untouched books. It will be a good start for the new year. So I hope that some of these projects will be interesting for you also. Thank you for watching and I will see you very soon.